welcome to another show. This is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Producer Edition. Welcome to national television, everyone. Today we have our first guest, music producer, DJ, and marijuana dealer, Johnny Big D. Welcome to the show, Johnny.
Thank you, Jimmy. It's lit to be here.
Okay, so for our first question, playing for $50,000 in a bag of Skittles, we have, what is Sidechain Reverb? A technique to duck the reverb with sidechain compression when a dry signal plays. B, duck any signal using an external VST. C, sound godizer. Or D, none of the above. You have 30 seconds, take your time, Johnny. Okay, so I think B, it's not. External VSTs makes no sense. Sound godizer for C, like best plugin in the world, not reverb, not sidechain. None of the above is a trick stuff, we all know that. So I'm gonna go with option A, the technique. So tell me, Johnny, do you have kids?
Yeah, I have.
Doesn't matter. Let's see what the correct answer is. And the correct answer for $50,000 and a bag of Skittles is A technique to duck the reverb with sidechain compression when the dry signal plays. Congrats, Johnny. Let's move to the final question worth $1 million cash, because we're paying no taxes on this. And let me say, Johnny, what a ride. Let's waste no more time and move to the final question. And the final question for $1 million is, what is the best DAW? DAW digital workstation. Option A, Logic Pro. Option B, Ableton Live. Option C, FL Studio. Or last, option D, they all do the same. You have 30 seconds, Johnny. Go ahead. Johnny, are you crying?
Yeah.
No. I know this answer. Option A, Logic Pro. It's not, because Logic Pro is shite. Ableton Live is shite. C, FL Studio is the best program in the world. So I'm gonna go with option T, FL Studio. Goddamn, Johnny, $1 million. So tell me, Johnny, what would you do with this money?
I mean, I would.
Doesn't matter. Let's see what the correct option is. Playing for $1 million, Johnny here blocked option C, FL Studio, for what is the best DAW. Let's see if this answer is correct. And the answer for this question, Johnny, is incorrect. The correct option was option D. They all do the same, Johnny. I'm so sad.
No, what the f***?
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're gonna learn about Sidechain Reverb. And I hope you like that Wants to Be a Millionaire intro, because that took me a long time to make. Don't forget to leave a like on this video, because if we can get to 100 likes, I'll give a free copy of one of my sample packs to anyone who comments down below. And I'll probably dress up as a girl in the next video. But if we don't, no can do. Alright, let's move into FL Studio and learn what Sidechain Reverb is. Okay guys, so for Sidechain Reverb, for me there's 3 different ways I like to do this, okay? Right here we have my latest single, Alive, and we're gonna be sidechaining the leads on the drop. Okay, so this is how the lead sound in the drop is. Okay, and as you can see, I didn't use Sidechain Reverb for this project, but now we're gonna make it better. Okay, so what I did for this was I used myohpromo to get that reverb, so we're gonna tick it off, and this is how it sounds without any reverb. Okay, then our first way of sidechaining our reverb is send this lead buzz to a buzz channel. We're gonna send it to this one right here, okay, and we're gonna get our reverb and add it to this channel. I'm gonna call this Sidechain Reverb. And then we have our Valhalla room right here, and we're gonna put the mix to 100% wet. Sorry guys, I have a bit of a cold, okay? So pardon my breathing. So the first way to do this is we're gonna add some Pro C. This is not a native FL Studio plugin. This is a FabFilter plugin, okay, so it's paid.
but I'll do it with P controller next. Okay, so how we do this is we play the leads. We can see that the reverb signal, the wet signal, is being ducked down when the dry signal from the leads plays, okay? Okay, so this is one way to do it inside Pro C, but a better way to have even more control of it is to add right here a MIDI out, okay? And then we send this on channel 1, we send it to port 100, okay? Then we copy the leads right here to our MIDI out. And then let's solo this, okay? And then as you can see, nothing is being received at this end on Pro C2. Okay, so what we do is we go to options, we click the second option right here and do our input port is 100. Okay, so let's see if it works. And boom, it's already getting the MIDI, and then we have more control in this. We can lower the threshold so the reverb isn't that ducked down, or make it really big. And as you can see, there's pretty much no reverb while the leads are playing. Okay, so let's unsolo this, and this is how it sounds. Okay, so without the threshold, we have a lot of reverb. And then if we control it a bit more, okay guys, it's really hard to show this in the context of the beat because my project is freaking out right now, but you can listen to the difference without the Pro C. The leads sound a bit out of control. They're too wide with too much reverb. It goes like this. And then with Pro C, okay, this makes it more dynamic and it lets the leads breathe and all the other elements breathe through the track. Okay, and you can see how more control of it we have because the reverb only comes out when the leads stop playing. Okay, so this makes a huge difference in the track, and it is how pros do it. All right? Okay guys, so moving on to the second way we have to do this is to use Fruity Peak controller. Okay, I'm gonna turn off Pro C right here, and what we do is we go to the lead bus, we had our peak controller, okay, Fruity Peak controller, then we go to our Sidechain Reverb and we add our wanted reverb. Okay, I'm gonna add Fruity Reverb 2 because it's easier to explain with. Okay, so as you can see, we have Fruity Reverb right here. Then what we do is we go to our reverb, we put the dry all the way down. Okay, then we right click the wet button from Fruity Reverb 2 and we do link to controller. Then on the internal controller, we link it to peak control from Fruity Peak controller. Okay, add accept, and then we open our Fruity controller and let's see them side by side. Okay, right here guys, and if we play any note, okay, and if we play a note, we can see the wet button moving. Okay, so how this works guys is our bass right here, our first knob, is where the reverb should start. Okay, so let's play the lead. Okay, so I'd say right here, okay, is our starting point for the wet button. I'm even gonna put it a bit higher so you can see it move. Okay, then we have this volume button right here, which controls if the reverb should go up or down, relating to the dry signal. Okay, so if you put it to this side, you're seeing it's playing it wrong because it's making the reverb go up every time the leads play. So we want to do it to the other side. Okay, see, every time I play a note, the wet button goes down. Okay, then we have the tension, which is how hard this wet button should react. Okay, if we put it way low, you can see that it pretty much doesn't react, and then if we put it to the other side, it's really fast acting. Then last but not least, the decay button, okay, which is the how much time it takes for the wet knob to get affected. Okay, so if you put it all the way down and we play a note, you can see it takes a lot of time, okay? Okay, but if you put it in the middle, you can see it's much faster. All right, so let's listen to the leads without, with and without Fruity Peak controller. Okay, so this is without. A lot of reverb, a lot of uncontrolled leads playing at the same time, and then with peak controller. Okay, and the last way to do this, guys, I'm going to deactivate Fruity Peak controller and all the reverbs, And the last way to do this, and we can make it with myohpromo, is pretty much just send the leads bus to the Sidechain Reverb bus, and then what we do is we put myohpromo to the maximum, then we automate the send button right here, okay? I don't know if you can see it, okay? You probably can't see it, but it's this button right here, okay, from the Sidechain Reverb. I'm just gonna right click it and create automation clip, and then what happens is, this is our reverb right here. I like this way better because you have much more control of what you do to each note of that the leads are playing, okay? So let's make this bigger, and if you listen to it right now, it has a lot of reverb. Okay, I'm gonna solo this. If you lower this, there's pretty much no reverb. So what you do is you find a sweet spot where you like your reverb to be. Okay, right here seems nice, and then what you do to it is you bring it up at the end of each note, okay? So for example, let's exaggerate it like this, okay, and it goes down back again. Okay, so you would do it right here as well, then back, okay, then a bit here as well, then back, okay, and it would sound like this. I'm gonna actually make a new one and just add this, make this unique, okay, and just make it stable, all right? Okay, so this is what the first one. And then with our Sidechain Reverb, it goes like this. See, it's obviously exaggerated, but you can see the difference it makes. And we can listen to this in the beat, with the beat. Okay, if we listen to the first one, it sounds sort of dry and not that dynamic, okay? But then if we add our Sidechain Reverb, and that was it, guys. This was our 3 ways to make Sidechain Reverb. I hope it wasn't too confusing, and I'm really sorry that the project was freaking out and I couldn't show you this a bit better in the context of the song. But I think you can have an idea of how you can use Sidechain Reverb to make your lead sound better in the drop, okay? And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope this video could help you, and don't forget, I love you all. Peace.